Today we'll see the method for drawing the isometric projections. The chapter number 5, that is isometric. The unit number 5 is isometric projection. Now, as we are seeing the orthographic projection, there is one single problem which is asked for 14 marks. Here also there will be two problems, question number 9 or question number 10. Each will be asked for 14 marks. Out of this, one question will be asked for isometric projection and one question will be asked for isometric view. Procedure is same. There is no difference between projection and view. There are slight difference or simple difference between this projection and view. Otherwise, the diagrams are same. Here, the diagram what we draw for the problem is comparatively smaller than the view. Why it is so, that we'll see. So, what is the difference between isometric projection and isometric view? In isometric projection, whatever dimensions given in the problem, we multiply it all these dimensions. See, if some square is given as front view and this is given as 20 length and height also 20, this type of dimension is given. So if we draw the projection of this, so we have to multiply this 20 by 0.815, 0.815. All these dimensions, all the dimensions given in the problem are to be multiplied by 0.815 if we draw the projection. If we draw the view, then we have to keep the dimension as it is. There is no need of multiplying the dimension by 815. Why it is so, that I will explain you later on why the dimensions are to be multiplied by 0.815 for the projection. So that we'll see. You just keep in your mind that whenever we draw projection, we have to multiply the dimensions, all the dimensions by 0.815. If we draw the view, then we have to keep the dimensions as it is. That is the only difference. And if we draw a projection, isometric projection, we have to make, we have to draw something extra for that. That is known as isometric scale. This scale is to be drawn only when we draw the projection. If we draw view, then there is no need of this. So, what is isometric scale, that we will see. Draw a line, straight line, horizontal line. At this point to this line, draw a line at 30 degrees. This angle is of 30 degrees. Okay. Then draw another line from here at 45 degrees. So this angle is 45 degrees. Okay. Then on this line of 45 degrees, get the divisions: 1 centimeter, 2 centimeter, 3 centimeter, 4 centimeter, 5 centimeter, 6, whatever it may be, 4, 5, 6. So name it as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is 1 centimeter. This is 2 centimeter, this is 3 centimeter, this is 4 centimeter. Simple divisions on this 45 degree line. Then from each of this division, we have to draw the vertical lines meeting to this line of 30 degrees. All these lines should be vertical. Okay. Now you will find all these lines should be vertical. So this is what is true length. 1 centimeter is the true length. In isometric length, it becomes 0.815. So if it is 2, if it is 1, this is 1 centimeter, this will be 0.815. If it is 2, then this is 16.30. Why? 0.815 multiplied by 2. If it is 3, then 3 multiplied by 0.815. So it becomes 24.45. So in this manner, these true lengths are to be reduced to the isometric lengths. This is known as isometric length. So if it is 1 centimeter, this distance will be 0.815 centimeter. This will be 16.30 centimeter. This will be 24.45 centimeter. This will be 32.6. This will be 40.7. 40.75. So on and so forth. Go on multiplying all these true lengths with 0.815. So this is, you have to draw this scale, simple scale. Draw a line, draw a line at 30 degrees, draw a line at 45 degrees. Make the divisions of this 1 centimeter, 2 centimeter, 3 centimeter, 4 centimeter, 5 centimeter likewise, and draw the vertical lines from this. These are the true lengths, these are the isometric lengths. You have to simply draw this whenever you draw the projection. Do not draw it when you draw the view, isometric view. There will be two questions, one will be on projection, one will be on view. So if you solve the question for projection, then and then only you have to draw this. If you solve the question on view, there is no need of drawing this. Okay. Then let us start with what isometric is. Let us start with the simple diagrams. If the view, we have seen the orthographic projection where the 3D diagrams were given as problems, right? 3D diagrams such as this was given as a problem for us, right? And we draw the arrow was given here, front view. So we draw the front view, top view and side view, right? So this is front view, so this will be left hand side view. So from this 3D diagram, we draw the front view, top view and side view, which are having 2 dimensions only. So we convert this 3D into 2D in orthographic. Now it is exactly reversal. Exactly reverse of this. 2D diagram will be given to you as a problem. You have to convert this 2D into 3D. So conversion of 2D into 3D is isometric. Conversion of 3D into 2D is orthographic, that already we have seen. So what is isometric is, that we are going to see. Let us start with the simple diagrams. Let us see if this square is given as front view. What you will do? Then draw a line, straight line. So if this is front view and we are keeping it from this side, say, draw a line at 30 degrees to this. Okay. Get the height of, if it is view and this is given as 20, this is given as also 20, this will be mentioned in the problem in the exam. So dimensions will be given to you. So this is 20, this is 20. If it is a view, then mark this 20 here as length. Get the height as 20 here. Draw a line parallel to this, again for 20, this line, and complete this. So this will be your isometric of this square, isometric view of this square. If it is projection, then you will have to multiply this 20 by 0.815. So it will be reduced, and the square you will draw in projection will be smaller than this, because here we have taken actual size. In view we have taken actual size. In projection we will be reducing it or multiplying it by 0.815. So if it is, say, rectangle, simple diagrams, then if we are making it isometric of this, draw a line, get the height of this, draw a line at 30 degrees, get the height of this and draw this parallel lines. So this is what is the isometric of this. This angle is always as 30 degrees. Okay, the length, the height, all will be same as we are drawing view. I am always repeating it because you will have to keep in your mind, whenever we are drawing projection, you will have to, if it is this given as 40, if you are drawing projection, you will have to multiply this 40 by 0.815 if it is projection. So it will be reduced. It will be 32.60. So this length will be reduced to 32.6. If this height is say 10, this will be reduced as 0.815 centimeter. So that will be a smaller diagram. So projection will be a smaller diagram than the view. Let us see the another shapes for isometric. So let us see that some irregular shape is there, say like this. We do not get irregular shapes in the exam, but let us see for an example. If you are getting a shape like this, then you will draw a line, this length whatever it may be. So at the of the height of this and of the length of this, okay, draw this rectangle here, simple and very light like this. This will have the length, this rectangle will have the length of this problem, and the height will be the maximum height of this problem. Okay, then this is the edge, so this will be dark. Then this corner will be given at what distance it is given. It will be given in the problem that this is at say 40 or 30 or 20, whatever it may be. So mark a point here, from here 20. Okay. Then this point, this distance and this distance will be also given. So mark this point here, and you can get this point. But simply draw these lines parallel to this and this line parallel to this. You can mark this point, you can draw this like this. So you can complete this diagram like this. So if it is a irregular shape. Now what happens if the shape is a circle, say, or a semicircle, or a circular hole is there to be drawn? Then there is a method for this. Simple method is there. That method is known as 4 center method. Four center method. How to draw this circle? So if this circle is to be drawn, then the diameter of this circle will be given naturally in the problem. So draw a rhombus of the length of the diameter as well as the height. Okay. This rhombus will have the height equal to the diameter, the length equal to the diameter. Okay. Then find out the two angles which are having 120 degrees. So naturally, if this is 30, this will be 60. These opposite angles, since the lines are parallel to each other, will be of 60. Naturally, this angle will be of 120 and this also will be of 120. So find out very easily by just having a look at this. You can find out the angles which are having 120 degrees. So from here, draw a line, very faint line, to join the midpoint of the opposite line of this 120 degrees. So these are the two opposite lines of this angle. So you can join this. From this is also 120 angle. So this 120 degrees is having the opposite lines at this and this. So join the midpoints of this from here. Okay. Now we have got two intersection points here and here. So take this 120 degrees as first center, this much as radius, draw the circle up to this. Then take this intersection point as center, this much as radius, draw the circle like this from here to here. Then from here to here, again take this as center, this much as radius, draw this. And again this intersection point, take it as center, this much as radius. From here to here, you can complete this. So this is what is the front view of this circle. This method we are used 1, 2, 3 and 4 centers to draw this circle. That's why the method is known as 4 center method. Whatever semicircles, circles will be drawing in isometric, we'll have to use this method only, where you will find all this construction is lighter than whatever you have drawn as circle. Okay, so we'll see the various examples where you can get more familiar with this method. This is 4 center method to draw the circle or a semicircle. Now if the shape is say like this, if you want to draw the shape which is round, say, or you can see, I will give you an example. If this shape is round like this and here also it is round, so if this given as 10r and this radius is also 10r, how to draw the curve in isometric? So this is what is the diagram we are having, and we want to draw the isometric of this. Now of the length of this and of the height of this, draw a rhombus. Take 30 degrees angle and draw a rhombus of the height of this and the length of this. The length will be equal to this, the height will be equal to this. Okay, then this is 10r, means what? Radius is given as 10. So it is in this corner, also it is in this corner. So from this point, mark the point as 10 and 10. This is 10, this is also 10. So to this line at this point, draw a perpendicular. This angle must be of 90 degrees. Again to this line at this point, draw a perpendicular. This angle must be again of 90 degrees. Take this intersection point as center and from here draw this. Okay. Now the same circular shape is here also in this corner. Again it is having 10r, means 10 radius. Mark 10 from here, 10 from here. To this point, at this point, to this line, draw a perpendicular. This angle must be of 90 degrees. Again at this point to this line, draw a perpendicular. Take this intersection point as center and draw this. So this is what is the isometric of this particular shape. So if this is the curve we have to draw, then mark the points 10 mm from here, 10 mm from here. At this point to this line, draw a perpendicular to this line from this point, intersection point, take it as center and draw the circle or circular shape with the directly with the jaw. Then again you can repeat it. This angle must be of 90 degrees. So unless it is of 90 degrees, you cannot take the correct shape. So this is what is the various shapes we want to draw while getting the isometric views or projection. Now we'll see some problems, simple problems. Now this is the copy of the arising we are having. This particular problem is given there, and we have seen this problem in orthographic as first problem. You may recall the same, where the 3D diagram was given and we have drawn this front view, top view. Now from this front view, top view, we have to draw the isometric view of this. Now let us start. See, this is front view, this is top view. Nothing is written here, so it is front view, top view because it is first angle projection method. In front view we get two dimensions, that is height and length. Height is given here, length is here mentioned in the top view, because in top view we get length as well as width. So length is mentioned here, it is 56 and the height is 20, maximum height. You can find out. Draw a line Then the length is 56. We can mark this length as 56 here. Okay, this is 56. Then this particular platform on which these pillars are there and this hole is there, square hole or rectangular hole, this platform is having the height of 8 mm. So this is 8. Complete this. Then the width is 32. So width will be on this side. Again at 30 degrees, this will be 30 as well as this will be also 30. This is 32. Then height is 10 and complete this. So this is what is the platform. Then from this corner draw a line parallel to this, and from this draw a line parallel to this. So this is what is the platform is ready. Isometric view. This angle is of 30 degrees. This dimension is given as 32. Do not write dimension. You need not to put the dimensions in isometric projection or isometric view. No need to put the dimensions on the diagrams. Okay, this is 56 the length, the height is 8. Then there are two pillars. You can locate these pillars from the top view. Where is the exactly this pillar is? It is in this corner, so means it is in this corner, and the other pillar is in this corner. So you can locate this with the help of top view. वरून पाहिल्यावर you can locate the positions of various objects. So this is the pillar which is having in this corner. The height of pillar is 12 because this is total is 20 and the height of this is 8. So the height of this will be 12. So you can extend this by 12 mm. Okay. Then the length of this in front view, you can see the length of this is 16. Okay. So you can draw a line parallel to this of 16 mm. Okay. This line must be parallel to this. Then the width of this you can get in the top view. Width is here, that is 8. So it is 8. Draw a line parallel to this from here and complete this. This will be 8. This line must be parallel to these lines width wise. Then put it down. This is what is the pillar on this side. This is 12. This is 8. I am putting the dimension just for your information. Actually, when we draw, do not put any dimension. You can make it dark like this. So this is one pillar on the on this side. Then other pillar is on this side. So this is 8. Again extend this by 12. Then the length is same as this as 16. Then the width is again 8. It will be parallel to this. Then complete this rectangle, not rectangle actually, it's parallelogram, and you can bring it down. Draw a line parallel to this, draw a line parallel to this. So this will be your another pillar on this in this corner. Do not make this line dark. The line which is from here to here, you have to make it. That's all. So this is what is the problem. You can see this is 8, this will be dark, this will be also dark. This is, I will make say it is shorter than this. So this will be, now what is remaining is the hole, the rectangular hole in the problem. That hole is, how it is located, that we'll see. Now see, the hole is, you can see in the top view. Here it is hidden because we cannot see it in front view. In top view it is 16 by 12 and it is 10 mm from this side. So from this side you can leave 10 mm, say up to this. From here also it is 10 mm. So from, and width wise, length wise, it is 20 from this side. It is having length 16. So 20 plus 16 is 36. Total is 56. So again it must be 20 from this side also. So you can, from here you can mark this point as 20 and you can draw a line parallel to this. You can mark this at 20 also. So this will be your 20 mm. This is 16, this is 20. So from here it will be 20. Draw a line parallel to this. From here draw a line parallel to this, because this is 10 mm, this is also 10 mm. So this is the hole which we are having. Make it dark. So this is 10, this is 16, this is 12, this is also 10. We have left 10, 10, draw line and we have made it dark for the hole. This is 20, this is 20 and this is 16. So this is what is the hole. Now it is having certain depth. So that depth is of 8 mm. Because this is having height 8 mm. So draw a line from here parallel to this, or straight line vertical of 8 mm. And then from here draw a line parallel to this and draw a line parallel to this. So this is what is the isometric of the problem which is given in your arising. This is the first problem we have seen in orthographic also, and the same problem we have seen in isometric. We have converted this top view, front view into a 3D diagram. How we have converted that I have told you. Again I will repeat. Draw a line, then at 30 degrees draw a line of the length of this problem, that is 56. Then the height of this base or the platform is 8. So this is 8. Complete this line must be parallel to each other, these lines must be parallel to each other. Then the width is given in the top view, that is 32. So this is 32. Draw a line at 32, again at 30 degrees to this horizontal line. 8, this is also 8. So complete this platform or the base of this of the height of 8. So once you draw this and this, then from this corner draw a line, faint line parallel to this, and from this corner again draw a line parallel to this. So complete this platform. Do not make it dark. Then the two pillars are to be located. That can be located from the top view. You can get the exact position of that pillar in the top view, where in which corner these pillars are there. So one pillar in this corner, one pillar is in this corner, and it is having height of 12 mm. Because this is total is 20, the height of platform is 8, so this is 12. So extend this line by 12 mm. Then the length of this pillar is given in the front view, that is 16. So draw a line from this corner parallel to this, then it is having width of 8 mm. So draw a line parallel to this line or this line of 8 mm and complete this. Okay, so this is what is one pillar. Exactly, you can locate this second pillar in this corner. Extend this by again 12 because this total is 20. This is 8, so 12. Then this is 16, the length. Then width is 8. Width you can get it from this side. 8. This is also 8. Complete this. Bring it down. Complete this pillar. So once you locate these two pillars, we left with the whole rectangular hole. How to locate this? It is 10 mm from this side. It is given in the problem, and it is having the width of 12. The width is given as 12. So 10 plus 12 is 22. The total width is 32. It must be from this side also, it must be 10. So from here 10, from here this corner again 10. Draw the lines parallel to this line, front lines. Then lengthwise it is having 16, and it is given that from this corner, it is from this side, it is 20 mm. So from here can get 20. Draw a line parallel to these lines at 20, then 16, and then again draw a line parallel to this. So all these lines are meeting in these four corners. Make it dark, you will get the hole. Now this hole is having the depth equal to the height of this platform. So draw a line, vertical line from this corner equal to 8 mm because the height is 8. From this corner draw a line parallel to this. From this corner draw a line parallel to this. You will get the 3D diagram of this particular problem. We can see another problem in the from this particular this I will erase, and then we'll see another problem on isometry. So we can have this problem here. You can see this problem where it is written third angle projection below this problem. It means that this must be top view, this must be front view, and this must be right hand side view because it is on right side in the third angle projection method. So this is front view, this is top view, and this is right hand side view. Now in front view you get height as well as length. In top view you get length and width, right? So length is 18 plus 18, 36 plus 20. Again the length is 56. The height is 16 plus 8, 24. And right hand side view is visible. So your front view must be from this side. Right hand side view you are getting, it means right hand side view from this side. So your front view must be from this side. So length is, draw a line, horizontal line at 30 degrees to this, draw a line of 56 mm. Okay, this angle must be of 30 degrees. We will draw the platform first. This platform is having 8 degrees, 8 mm. So this is 8. Then the width of this is 32. So this is 32. It is again at 30 degrees, and complete this. So you can complete this particular platform of 56 by 32 by 8. Draw a line parallel to this, draw a line parallel. So you can complete this platform. It is having length 56, height 8 and width 32. Do not write this dimension. I am writing it for just your information. There is no need of writing the dimension in the isometry. So this is having, now this particular problem is having a profile like this. This profile or shape of this problem you can identify from the top view. So this is, let us start with this. This is 16. So from this corner, mark this point as 16. Okay. So this is 16, this is 8, this is 16. Up to 16 it is straight. So 16. Then this is also 16 from this side. Okay. Then this is also, this is straight by 12. So you can draw a line, faint line parallel to this. This is 12. This is also 12. So 12. Then this, you can see here, this is also 12, and you can draw a line here. You can draw a line here, and you can, or just leave it. Now there are inclined lines here, right? You can see from here that there are inclined. Do not draw the inclined line first. Then go for this front. It is 18 from here and 18 from here. So it is 20. So this is the 20. You can make it dark like this. Okay. And you can join this corner like this. Okay. And from this corner you can draw a line parallel to this. Then you can complete this, you can join this. So this is what is the base ready with us. You can find what we have done. This is the length, that is 56. This is the width, that is 32, and the height is 8. We have drawn the box. Then this is 16 straight. Then it is 12. This is also 12. This is also 16. From this point 16, from this point draw a line parallel, make it 12 and 12. Then these, from here the lines are inclined, so do not draw the inclined line first, draw this first. Locate this. It is 18 and 18. This is 20. So make it dark, join this parallel lines, join this. Now this line will be visible only to this. So you can find out. Now let us go for the pillar here. Let us locate that pillar. So that pillar, you can see in the top view, it is 24 from here. It is having the length 8. So 24 plus 8 is 32. Total is 56. 56 minus 32 is again 24. So leave 24 from here, also 24 from here, and it will be 8. This is 24. This is also 24. So this is 8. The height of this is 16. It is mentioned here. So height is 16. So you can draw 16. Just faint. Then the base of this is given as here, total base, right hand side view. It is given as 14 plus 10, that is 24. So draw the lines, faint lines from here parallel to this of 24 like this. Okay. Then join this parallel to this. This is 16, this is 8. Then it is straight by 14. So 14 will be parallel to this line. 14. Then this is also 14. Make it parallel to this. Okay. And then join it. This will be inclined line. So make it dark. Make it dark. Make it dark. Like this. So you can locate this particular pillar here. Do not make it dark because it is not visible. So which is not visible is not to be made dark. So this is what is the 3D diagram of the problem shown here in your arising book. So let us see another problem. Simple problems we'll start with, and then we'll see the difficult problems. So this is what is the 3D diagram. It is as simple as thing you can practice at home with the simple problems, and you can post your solutions. You can WhatsApp me on my personal number. Personally, you can WhatsApp your solution. I will check it and will make it correct. Or whether now let us see the figure number 12. This problem I think we have solved in the orthographic also. So we have drawn this. Now from here we have to draw the 3D diagram. Let us see this. Now there are two views given adjacent to each other. So where you can find out the front view and the side view. So if you take this as front view, and it is first angle projection because it is not mentioned here. So if not mentioned, that it means that it is first angle projection method. So if you take front view, this will be left hand side view. If you take this as front view, this will be right hand side view. So in both cases, this will be on the right side, this will be on left side. So let us start with this. Draw a line at horizontal line. Then this is left hand side view, so this side view will be here and the front view will be from this side. So length is at 75, length is 75 it is given at 30 degrees. Mark this length as 75. So this angle must be again of 30 degrees. Okay. Then the height of this is 32. The base, the height of this platform or base is 32. So this is 32. I will just draw it somewhat below. So this is the horizontal line. Then this is the line at 30 degrees. Always take it 30 degrees. This length is 75. The height is 32. And the width of this, total width of this is given in the side view, that is 50. So this is 50. Mark this as, draw this length. This angle is again of 30 degrees. Mark this and complete this parallel to this parallel. Okay. So you will get this block as the diagram. This length is 75, this height is 32, and the width is 56. 50. Okay. Now there is a V groove here. In the right hand side view, we can locate the V groove, where we can find from here it is 9 mm, here also it is 9 mm. And the depth of this, the total height of this is 32. And it is 16 given from here, that corner. So height of this depth, this particular V groove is again of 16. So take the midpoint of this, draw a faint vertical line of 16 mm. This line must be parallel to this vertical line. This is of 16 mm because this is given as 16. This total is 32. So this must be 16. Join this with this. Join this with. So you will get this V groove here. Now this V groove is having the length equal to 36. So from here, draw a line of 36 mm parallel to this. Draw a line of 36 mm parallel to this. So both will be of 36. Then from here, draw a line parallel to this. So you can get this to this line must be parallel to this. This will be dark this will be dark, this will not be dark. Okay, so this will be dark, this will be dark, and this. Now there is a pillar here in this corner. The height of this pillar is given as 24, and it is from side view. If we look it is 12 mm from this corner. It is given in the problem 12 mm. Okay, so mark this 12 mm. The height of this is 24, so mark this as 24. Then the length is also 24, so this is also 24. Okay, this is also 24, this is 24, this is 24. Then this it is straight by 24, so this is draw this particular rhombus 24 by 24. This is 24, this is also 24. So this is 24, this is length is 24, and its width is also 24, straight parallel to this. Then draw a line from this corner parallel to this to meet this. Okay, and then join this corner with this. This is the inclined surface. So make it dark, make it dark, make it. So this is what is the solution. You can find out. This is, the height is 24, this is 12. The height is 24, the length is 24, and the width is also 24. So this width must be parallel to this 24. Whenever it ends, form this particular top of this as rhombus, and from here draw a line parallel to this to meet this line, and this point and this point is to be joined to get the inclined surface. So this is what is solution. Then from here, if you look, then there must be a line parallel to this here, because the V groove is there. So this is what is the solution for this particular problem. So for next problems, try and solve one or two problems and send me on WhatsApp, and next problems we will conduct in the next session. Thank you very much.